Let a couple more people jump on here. All right, guys. Boating season's so close, I can almost taste it. We're itching to get out on the water. I've had to, yank Sean out of his truck. He keeps trying to hook up his truck to a trailer and start splashing boats. So it's pretty funny. When you guys come see the new place, you'll catch Sean, constantly trying to splash boats, and we have to say, "Hey, hang on a second. We got the Fool's Summer that happened just before this week. So we got our second winter here in Michigan that most of us are accustomed to. Steven came to town last week, and then he just decided to leave because it got a little too cold for him. Um, but without further ado, guys, thanks for jumping on here. We're super excited this season to present with you a bunch of nuances that we have. Some really exciting news coming from the team today, and as well as for myself. I got a couple announcements for you guys, and just super happy to be here as always, and happy to be out in front of this club and continuing to just really be a part of something that's so much bigger than just Lake St. Clair, just this local area that we're all a part of, not just the staff, but you as members as well. And so we can't wait to impress you guys this summer, and I'll jump right into it here. So I got a couple announcements for you, and it starts with our Peace of Mind program. For those of you that don't know what Peace of Mind is, it is our deductible buy down program. All members are exposed to, outside of this program, up to a $2,500 deductible for hull and machinery damage, and such. And so it's a really comprehensive program. It's reciprocal in scope. And what it does is it levels out or zeroes out the deductible exposure that you have in the event of an incident. With water levels still lowering or receding, I would say, in these years, we're down another foot from last year. And so tons of places that you may have gone and taken the boats last year is now you're not able to run boats in those areas anymore because it's too shallow. So this plan really gives you a great way to protect yourself, to lower your risk here locally on our waters, as well as reciprocally. It follows you around. And the biggest change, I would say, and the reason to bring this up again, I know I brought it up at the Christmas presentation as well, but the reason to bring this up again is because we are actually increasing the price of the Peace of Mind program. Everyone, rest assured, just like your membership dues that we don't touch, we're not going to touch the rates of people that are already involved in the program. And this is kind of our last call to action for everybody that might want to be involved in the Peace of Mind program to lower your risk, zero out that deductible so you have nothing to worry about in the event that anything happens, that you would be able to get into the historical rate of these plans, which is $500 for the individual or $750 per couple. If you're already in the plan, you don't have anything to worry about until this next point that I'm going to make here. But anyone that wants or is interested in becoming a Peace of Mind and getting that FBC plus coverage, please reach out immediately, because we are increasing the pricing on it, and you still have the opportunity before season to get in at the historical rates, the $500 per individual and $750 per couple on an annual renewal. That the plan will automatically renew annually unless you opt out of it. However, basically what it's going to be going to is $750 for the individual and $1,000 per couple annually if you aren't already a member. Again, we're not touching your rate. We're not increasing the price on any existing Peace of Mind members. And this is the last chance that anyone who is not a Peace of Mind member has to lock in a annual renewal at the historical rates rather than the increased rates. We see a lot of people that have an incident tell us they don't know or they were never presented the Peace of Mind plan. we are very adamant about presenting it, which leads me into my next point, that corporate actually requiring us to have a sign to decline method of delivery here, meaning that we will distribute a link. It's all going to be digital, no paper forms, digital. We're going to distribute a link, and you're going to click that link, and you must click this link, and you either have to opt in to the program if you're not already in. If you're already in, there's going to be a button that says just, I'm cool. I want, to keep my program going, my peace of mind coverage going. And then there's also a checkbox to say that you are signing to decline the coverage. What this corporate's making us do this, they will shut off your reservation system access if we do not collect a response from you. It's our responsibility to be able to present this to you, get that response from you, whatever it may be, and it's going to be on their plate to actually shut off the reservation system access unless they get a response. So just really, really, really encouraging you guys. The second we get the emails out, we'll send some text blasts out as well, to jump all over that and get it done. At least get us the response back, whether you want to continue your plan, opt into peace of mind, or sign to decline. Any of those three scenarios is okay, but we will require a response, or else corporate is going to take action, shut off your reservation system access until they have on record every Freedom Boat Club member's response. Quite a large task here. Additionally, I wanted to just point out some things that I continue to get asked on a weekly basis, I'd say, about location information. I took a snip here on the left that you can see on the presentation that is pointing at the location terms with the check mark next to it, as well as location information. We're going to be actively populating more tags, if you will, like this blue tag with the dock phone number in it, in this section of the reservation system. So you have a great transparent understanding of parking, of bathroom situations, of tips, whatever it may be, whether it's a dock phone number or a code to get through a gate. That'll be right here for you, available in the reservation system. The other really critical and most very important thing for all new members, existing members may know this already, and not have and the reservation system might not require you to do it again. But if you're a new member to the club, you're going to look at the location terms with the arrow pointing up, the red arrow pointing up with the check mark next to it, and you're going to have to accept the location terms of each individual location that you might boat out of. And that's really important to go through those in detail, because it has sometimes, like for instance, Nashville requires a shallow water certificate to be passed. It's online, and the link is actually right there in the location terms. So I field a ton of member calls and texts and emails about, how do I get shallow water certified in Nashville? Well, that's exactly where it's at. It's right there in the location terms, as well as parking info, dock phone number info, different contacts, certifications that might be needed, all of the above. So super, super important to kind of reference these areas inside of the reservation system to prepare or know what to expect at a specific location. Jumping right into the next thing, I'm super excited. Our friend and member now, LJ, developed a great website and a resource for us, for our members, and for prospects. A 360 website that faces everybody to allow us to really share what the club's all about, what the fleet looks like, what the member events are, that are on the horizon. You can even log in to the reservation system through our website. So highly encourage everyone to go check that out, as well as, save it to your phone and have it available for referrals and for your workplace, and different things like that. Next, I just want to talk a little bit about, interacting with us on social media. For those of you that don't know or haven't seen our Facebook page, you're definitely missing out on some great content that Captain Travis does for us, and is just an absolute rock star on Facebook. And we've really taken it to the next level to interconnect all of the community businesses and really just have a philanthropic attitude as it relates to social media and posting and entertaining. And what we're asking you, we have awesome prizes to win and rewards to hand out to members that want to help us out with short form video content of, testimonial like videos, right? You can jump on, grab your phone, selfie style, point the camera at you and say, "What's up, everyone? I'm here to talk to you about my Freedom Boat Club membership because it's the best thing that I've ever done. If you want to get out on the water all year round," and yes, I said year round in a seasonal boating state because my membership allows for that, "you need to go check out Freedom Boat Club, your hassle-free boat ownership alternative to boating." If you guys could do something as simple, as short, sweet as that, get it over to our team so we can leverage that on social media. I can leverage it with, prospects that I'm talking to, and our website can get populated with some awesome member testimonials, and we really have great incentives to do that. I'm not going to share what they are. You're just going to be really happy that you decided to help us out, and we're happy to reciprocate that help. Next up, if we could switch slides for me. This is a slide we come back to every time. That bottom left corner is our secret sauce to Freedom Boat Club. And that is more members means more boats and more locations. Am I going to get a boat when I join this club? I don't know. You tell me. I know that there's a lot of members that started with us when we had one location in 2016 and 4 boats, and they're still here and they can't believe how we've religiously made this formula ingrained into our brain, ingrained into our operation, ingrained into every management team and our ownership. We are not afraid to buy more boats. Please refer your members so we can buy more boats for you, so we can open more locations closer to you. We can open more locations farther from you, whatever, if you like to travel, right? And so it's really, really critical that we help you guys understand how eager, not necessarily we're not afraid, we're actually eager to buy more boats. And so we want more members. We want you guys to invite your friends. And that kind of takes me right into my next point here, which is our referral program. A lot of members know about our referral program, and we're adding a couple of nuances to the referral program to make it sweeter. As most of you well know, one referral that joins equals a free month of dues, right? Refer a friend, boat for free. That's what we're offering you here. And as you continue to be an effective referral source for us, you can achieve different levels of rewards. And so if you get 6 referrals to join this calendar year, you get your next calendar year for free of dues on us, right? Boat for free all year long. Get us 6 people that want to join. And another additional point that we're making is each member referral that joins, you get to enter your name into a raffle that we'll conduct at our Christmas party, our annual Christmas party, which means if you get 4 referrals, that means you got 4 months free of dues this year, and you have 4 entries into the raffle for your name to get pulled and win the free year of dues. So if you don't make it to 6, at least get to 3, 4, so that you have 4 entries and ability to, higher your chance of getting that free year or winning that free year next calendar year. With that being said, guys, I can't even articulate in words how excited I am to see everyone back at the docks, to get this operation rolling this year at the new marina, at the new facilities that we have, to impress you guys, to bring some historical figures back on, and just really knock it out of the park this year, capitalize on all of the things that we learned last year that we needed to address. We have a great plan in place, a great team in place to serve you, again, an unrivaled boating experience that we stand by, that we love, and we're happy to be a part of this. I don't think any of us are ever going anywhere, and so again, just super excited and can't wait for the team who I adore so much and I'm so grateful for. Grateful as well for all you members and a lot of the people that I've signed up in the past. Stick with us and keep being impressed by what we do and help us out. Please refer your friends. We could use it. Over 50% of Freedom Boat Club members are member referrals. So see you guys at the docks. And thank you very much for being here. And I hope you love and are excited about what's in store in this presentation that has come from my team. So without further ado, here's my main man, Sean, and I'll let him take it away.
Thank you so much, Jared. Hello, everybody. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Sean. I started last May, so this is actually my first season opener. Super excited about it. As Jared said, he's been working very hard to keep me out of the water. I've been very desperate to get a boat in. We had that little tease of some nice weather, and I just couldn't help myself. But super excited to see you guys out on the water, hang out with you guys. And some of the stuff we're going to tell you about later is really exciting. But a little bit of introduction of what I do and why, or what I contribute to the team. Of course, we all wear many different hats within our management team. My primary role is accounting and finance, and member billing, right? So all things internal and external. And I'm really just a resource here for you guys. Prior to me being on the team, you guys are, this club was, outsourcing billing and accounting, and we came to a point with the club where we had so many members of so many boats that Stephen and Jared wanted to provide a better and optimized member billing or member services model in general. So that's kind of where I came in, kind of fill that void and get you guys some quicker and better service. So some of the things that I do, right, is just dealing with the member billing. Just real quick, I want to echo a lot of what Jared said about the freedom, peace of mind, man. I cannot stress enough. That is a super important thing to get. When you guys get that form, I highly recommend taking advantage of it, especially before the price increases. I've seen even the most experienced members get out on the water and there's shallow water and they might have jacked a lower unit, and now your entire day is ruined on the water, right? You're worrying about that $2,500 deductible. We don't want you guys to worry. That's not our intent with the club. We want you guys to have a worry-free, hassle-free experience out there. So that's where this peace of mind really comes in. It's super important. So whether you're brand new to the water or you're super experienced, whether you're mainly boating your home club or you're doing reciprocals all around the world, get that peace of mind. You won't regret it. Many of you know that we have switched our billing system to a new system called Chargeover. Well, a lot of aspects of that system aren't really customer facing. There's a few things that you guys may have noticed a difference in. We are doing a lot better job and a more proactive job at communicating with you guys, right? When your credit card declines, when something is renewing, right? A lot of you guys are on prepaid plans. So we're working on a way to be able to get that prepay plan rolling, and then the next year ask you a couple months ahead of time whether or not you want to proceed with that next year, right? That's not a feature yet. We're working on that very hard, but Chargeover has done a great job of just optimizing everything we're doing, and hopefully you guys have noticed at least a little bit of a difference, especially with changing your payment methods, because prior to that you guys were always having to contact us to do that. So hopefully we've made it a little easier for you guys. Of course, if there's any issues or any concerns or you need help with anything, please reach out to me directly. I know a lot of you guys are still used to reaching out to Taylor, Jared, or sometimes even Steven. My contact information is right on the slide. Taylor just put it in the chat, and my contact information actually falls at the footer of all those automated billing emails you get. So you'll see my name, my phone number, my email. Don't be afraid to contact me. You can actually reply to any of those automated emails. It goes directly to me. I'm the only one that sees those. So I'm your resource. Use me at your disposal. Other than that, I think I covered everything. And I'd like to hand it over to my next teammate. Travis. Travis is going to talk a lot about social media. I know he's super excited to kind of share with you guys some of the recent things that we've been doing and some of the things that we have planned for this summer. So take it away, Travis.
Awesome job, Sean. You're the man. What's up, everyone? I'm Captain Travis. I am the social media director for Freedom Boat Club Lake St. Clair. Sometimes I like to refer to myself as the marketing director, but I just know that I'm the guy that likes to have fun and make everyone become friends with Freedom Boat Club Lake St. Clair. So the newest update that we have going on with our social media, if you haven't been present on Facebook, if you could take the time to learn about this from me and maybe get involved, that would be amazing. So about 2 weeks ago, we started a new contest where we took 30 restaurants from around the lake and decided to put them in what we call Lake St. Clair March Madness. And this was a great idea to allow exposure to not only restaurants that maybe you've never heard of, but also get everyone excited for restaurants on the water. So we took the first week, we divided out of the 30 restaurants, what is it? Eight different cities that we labeled, Battle of Harson's Island, the Battle of the North Channel, the Battle of St. Clair Shores, etc. And we had all of these restaurants compete, and on Facebook, people would comment and tag the restaurant that they would want to win, and the restaurant with the most tags would advance to the next round. In the second round, we were making it so you tag that restaurant, and then you comment something that is your favorite thing about that place. And now we're here on week 3, and we have, or we can go back for 1 second. Either way, it's fine. I like this. We can do whatever. So we have 4 restaurants left, and in round 3, you can vote 3 different ways, and that's by tagging the place, naming something that you like off their menu, food or drink, and we put banners at each of the 4 restaurants that are still there. Now you can next slide it. And you can see amazing pictures of Captain Travis and Dockhand Steve going around to these restaurants and representing for the club. And not only do we like when people are talking about these restaurants, but the purpose of this banner was to hang up inside the restaurants. And for the next 2 weeks, if you go inside of these restaurants and take a picture with the banner, it's going to allow you to gain an extra vote in this tournament that we have going on that's going to go on for the next 2 weeks. And when you go to these restaurants, there's so much benefits going on for everyone around the lake from this competition. So we're going to try to work on building these relationships with the restaurants that will allow you guys to for us to have member events for you at these restaurants, so we can have a variety of different places that we can go because we have the best relationships with them. And we are going to be able to hopefully get discounts on days. This is the goal. I don't know, but we'll see. Get discounts on days where you go to these restaurants on the less busier days of the week, so we can provide them with more customers, and then you guys can benefit off of it by eating at a cheaper rate. And this is awesome because I just love the boat club so much, and we're getting freedom out there more and more. And like we always quote around it is the power of freedom. More boats or more members equals more boats, which is more locations, which means that it's just an overall better experience for everyone. And so if you are able to go on Facebook, make sure that you're voting this week and next week so you can be a part of all the action. And I just wanted to say that our members do such a great job at going to these restaurants throughout the season, because we are everywhere. When we go to these restaurants, we look out on the dock. You can see 4 or 5 Freedom Boat Club boats at every single time. And I just love our members so much, and I really appreciate having you guys a part of what we do. And so we have reached 2 milestones. In the past week, we've reached 12,000 followers on Facebook. A year ago, I don't even know, we were at like 4,000, 5,000. So it's just awesome seeing the support from everyone and you guys. On TikTok, we reached 3,000 followers. After this tournament and the season will start to take off, we want to start producing more educational content, because that's what we've gotten a lot of good feedback from our audiences. And if there's anything that you guys want to see on social media, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me, because at the end of the day, I want you guys to benefit and have fun interacting with everything that we're doing. And if you aren't in the band app or want to receive or stay connected more through than just receiving texts and emails from us, make sure that if you have any of these platforms that you are following us, so that we can keep you up to date on all the great stuff that's happening in the club. So that was Captain Trav telling you what he thinks about his social media. Thank you so much for listening. And then next, I think I'm going to send it to the one and only girl that makes it all happen at Freedom Boat Club, Taylor Kane.
Awesome. Thank you, Travis. Hope everyone's doing well. Looking forward to the boating season, which means events. So just getting started, I'm going to start with some upcoming events that we have. This Saturday, if you're available to come on out to the West Marine in Harrison Township, we're having a fishing seminar. This is being put on by Captain Thomas. He's worked the docks with us. Some of you might have seen him around. Some of you might not have. However, he just started his own fishing charter, but he has been fishing on the lake for his entire life. And his goal at this seminar is to teach the members how to fish off of a Freedom boat. So if you're, looking to just get started with fishing, looking to learn how to fish off a Freedom boat, this is what you're going to want to attend. This is on Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the West Marine in Harrison Township, right down the road from our new marina. Definitely come on out. The next event, this is going to be the best event of the entire season. So I want everyone to be there. I want all your friends and family to be there. This is the Freedom Fest. It's going on Saturday, May 11th. Everyone is invited. This is going to be from noon to 5 p.m. So mark your calendars now. We have a ton of vendors, local vendors coming. We have an ice cream truck coming. We're going to have bounce houses, a DJ, a bar, pretty much anything you can think of. So make sure you put that on your calendar. We hope to see everyone there. The next thing is lake tours. As everyone mentioned before me, the lake is going to be very shallow this year. So attending the lake tours is very important. The first one that we always put on is out of Harrison Township. And that is to go check out, all the danger zones, what to watch out for, and also check out the cool things around Lake St. Clair, such as shipwrecks and, different restaurants. The dates are to be determined, but once these come out, you're going to want to sign up very quickly. I just had a question in the chat on where the Freedom Fest is going to be. This is going to be at our brand new marina on South River. It's a grand opening, but we're hoping to make this an annual event. Back to the lake tours, we're going to do one each month at each location. So we're hoping to get, do one out of Harrison, Elginak, St. Clair Shores, and Detroit. Next up is the Lake St. Clair Freedom Women. So I started this last summer, and my goal was to empower the women of Lake St. Clair and of Freedom Boat Club. I do different events with them once each month, and last year it was a hit. We actually were, in several news articles as well as on the news. So we have some upcoming events. Our first event is on Friday, May 10th, and we are doing a walleye fishing trip with Fish Fighter Charters. Right now, we have this filled up in 1 week. We have 3 boats filled. I do have 1 additional spot left. Now, if I get enough people interested in looking to join, I can add additional boats. This is going to be going out of our Sinbad's location. Definitely a great event to join. And if you're interested, please email me or text me right away so that we can get you signed up for that. Also, we're going to be doing an event with Uplift Adventures. Now, Julie puts this on. She runs Uplift Adventures. She does all kinds of different events around the lake. She does Wreck Your Dress at Cabana Blue. She does a Christmas in July. She does the Witches Paddle in at Bumpers. These are all awesome events, and I will get this out to all you ladies if you're interested in signing up for those. But we're also going to do an Only Freedom event. So that will probably be out of our Harrison Township location. And as soon as I get more details, I'll let you know. The next event that I have coming up for the Lake St. Clair Freedom Women is a docking day. I did this at the end of the season last year, and this was a hit. For, those ladies out there who aren't super confident taking the boats out by yourselves, this is definitely an event to be at. It's one-on-one time with a captain, and also you get to meet other ladies in the club, make friends, and just share stories. And I definitely, highly recommend it. That QR code that you see right there is to our band. That's where I post all of our events. If you are not on that yet, please join that, and you will see all of our events on there. Next up, some member communications. This is really important. So please, everyone, listen up to this. I just sent out an email on Saturday about NASBLA certification. This email also came along with 2 other links. The first link was a new member orientation link. The second link was a refresher link. Any members on here that are new members, you can go right to our website that Jared shared with us earlier, FBCLSC.com, and sign up for these trainings. You can also sign up for a refresher training. Any members who have been with us and are just looking to get, some more hands-on experience with captains, please sign up for that. The last thing I discussed was NASBLA certification. Everyone has to have this in order to take a boat out. So if you don't send me this certification before the day the reservation system opens, you're not getting a boat until you complete this certification. And I'm sorry for anyone who's boating a very long time. Corporate is requiring this, and you are going to have to do it. There's a few different options. If you want to get your phone out right now and take a picture of these links, ways to get certified, the Michigan courses, you can do it through a local sheriff station. They put one on each month. Their boater and safety certificates are NASBLA approved, and those courses are free. So if you wanted to complete it in person. The second option is boated.com. That is NASBLA approved. However, there is a fee to that. The last one is boatus.org. The Michigan course on boatus.org is not NASBLA approved. So please do not take the Michigan course on there. We recommend that you take most people in Michigan are traveling to Florida. The Florida one is NASBLA approved, and it's free. Now, if there's another state that you see on that website that's NASBLA approved and you travel there a lot, then you can get that. As soon as you get that, my email's right here. If you want to take a picture of that, send that to me as soon as you get certified, and I will upload that to your profile, and you will be on your way to go boating. But this is super important. Next, band. Everyone needs to get on these communication pages. If you want to talk to Steven and communicate with Steven, this is going to be your way. He is always on here posting the most important stuff that you want to know. If you scan that Lake St. Clair members page QR code, that's going to bring you right to it. We post our events in there. We post, members are posting their experiences in there. It's just a great thing to be involved in overall. So highly recommend downloading those. Lastly, reciprocal usage. I know that winter is kind of hopefully getting ready to leave us here in Michigan, but I still have a lot of people who are traveling. So if you are going to not be in Michigan until, if you're still looking to do a training in Florida, please email me with the location you're looking to get trained at and the dates. That way I can help you get trained there. However, if you're going to be in Michigan starting April 1st, we're, starting new member orientations. So get trained here before you go on vacation so that you don't have to, worry about it then. Next, the wait list. Now, when you're traveling right now, it's spring break. So, clubs may seem busy, and it might tell you that the reciprocal limit has been reached. That does not mean that you can't go boating. Add yourself to the wait list and call the dock directly. They're going to assist you and get you on a boat. Try to boat during the week, but they will definitely help you. So just make sure you're adding yourself to the wait list. That's the best way for them to find you. Without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to the man who loves Freedom Boat Club more than any person in the entire world, Steven, who makes this all happen, who we are also thankful to have a part of this.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor. All right. I hope everybody gets an idea of the type of people that we've surrounded ourselves with the club. And Taylor, if you can jump to the next page, be great. These are some very passionate young men and women that make this all happen on a day-to-day basis. And you'll see similar groups around the country, but I like to brag about all of our staff and the wonderful job they do. They keep getting better at it. They're more passionate than any human beings I've ever met in my life about a business that they don't own. They all act like they own it, and they all take responsibility for their jobs and do an outstanding job. Now, before we get going, everybody that has the ability to go into the chat, I'd like to find out exactly what year our members have joined. So if you can put in the chat what year you joined the club, we'd love to see that. And I know, we still have, out of the 12 members that joined in 2016, 7 of them are still members. Two left down into to Florida, but we still have a lot of members from 2016. And just look at that in terms of the different years people joined the club. The thing I love about it, when people join, they don't leave. And we love continuing to grow this club. Jared always preaches that when you join the club, a little bit different than when you buy a boat. Boats depreciate, assets appreciate, your membership appreciates. It keeps increasing in value, and it increases every single week. With the club and how we've grown. When we started the location on Lake St. Clair in 2016. We were the 100th location in the country. We thought that was huge. They had over 2,000 boats at the time. This year, Freedom announced that we surpassed over 400 locations worldwide. We are now have locations in 34 different states. We're throughout Europe. Our European expansion is just going crazy. We've opened up, I believe, 5 Australia locations. And then we've opened up our first location in Puerto Rico, which the Puerto Rico club won the new franchisee of the year, and they're just really growing fast down there. So it's really awesome to see that. And I see my friend Larry Slabos. There's a guy that joined the club in 2016. That's just kind of what we're able to see with the club. All right, go ahead, Taylor. Slide next one. Kind of big picture, you guys. This is what we're looking at and how the club grows. So Jared had a professor come in this year, and I'll never forget the quote. He's a stats professor because we're looking to, optimize our utilization of these boats. How can we make it better? How can we make your experiences better? And so Jared brought in a professor from Northwood University that specializes in process perfection. And, one of the things that he told Jared and I, and it'll stick to me for a lifetime. In God we trust. In data we rely on all other decisions on data. I just thought it was a great quote in terms of really how we operate this club. We're constantly looking at data and comparing how we can make it better, watching what happens. But just take a look at some of these numbers. 60,000 memberships as part of Freedom Boat Club. And a membership's usually a husband and wife, so you're probably close to 100,000 members. Our fleet, when we started in 2016, the nationwide fleet was around 2,000 boats. We surpassed 6,000 boats last season. We're probably going to be over 7,000 plus this year. As an owner of the club, my number one concern, and same thing when I was a member, is can I ever get a boat? That's that was what my number one concern as the owner, as a member. When my wife and sister joined this thing, I thought the whole thing was a scam because I'm like, you'll never get a boat. It doesn't work. Well, last year, Freedom Network wide, we went on 600,000 boat trips as a company. That's absolutely spectacular. Taylor, jump to the next one. Oops, did we lose Taylor? There we go. All right. And back at it, T.
Sorry, Steven. I don't know. It's like lagging. Hold on.
All right. Hang on a sec. We got a little technical issue here. All
Can
right.
you see it?
Yeah. And here's some more data that the professor pulled for us that we were kind of looking at. And, there's always a competition amongst members. Who's going to go out the most? Average boat owner on Lake St. Clair and in the state of Michigan. Their average boat trips are 8 trips a year. Well, that's not a Freedom Boat Club member. Freedom Boat Club members, we have some members that, yeah, they'll go out 8 times a year. But look at where our members are going. 33 times on Lake St. Clair. That's multiple people. Steve Lovett, who, in the years past, he won it. Al Coleman's been at the top of the list a number of times. Jim O he's our reciprocal, trophy winner. Jim goes all over the country and travels all over the place. And I know a lot of these members that we're seeing on here, they go all over. But we also started taking a close look at the trips by month. Kind of really saw some, critical data points that really kind of indicate how we're going to operate the club. When do we need the most boats? One of my frustrations in this business is that, on weekend mornings, the boats are sitting there. And likewise, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, we have a lot of boats just sitting there. Well, we're starting to look at these issues, and we're trying to figure out ways to make and optimize the utilization of those boats. But we know we start hitting mid-June to July. That's where we need our peak season. That's where our boats come. Then it slows down a little bit into August, and and then September it drastically reduces down, and then same thing in October. By location, some of the things that we started looking at, St. Clair Shores, when we started looking at the data, their usage was it was way up there. So we're going to solve that problem. We now have 18 wells in St. Clair Shores that we're going to have boats at. So we're increasing that from 15 to 18, and that's more boats. Our Harrison Township location is going to be our home port. That's always going to have the most boats. All right, jump over, Taylor. Take a look at how the membership's grown in the club. And this is, our retention rate is just amazing. We have a 90% retention rate after 3 years of our members. When people join the club, they don't leave. And you start looking at this data as to when we started. 2016, we started this club. Nobody ever heard of it. 2017, we started picking up a little traction. 2018, some more members are joining. 2019, oops, we hit 2020. COVID hits. Our membership doubles. Jared came in that year. And you'll look, and we were the first club in the Great Lakes to exceed 100 memberships. And we've done it consistently every year since that time. Now, our goal this year, and I'm projecting we're going to hit at least 150, but I think we really have an opportunity to get 200 members. What does that mean to you guys? Does that mean less boats? No, that means more boats, more boat trips. And our boat trips corresponds with our members. And the boats increase and our member trips increases. Last year, we did over 4,000 boat trips on Lake St. Clair. And that's a testament to the outstanding service that your dock team, and we have a new name for them this year. They're called Dock Stars. They're the face of our company. And, and likewise, our operations team. We did not miss one reservation last year. That's 4,055 boat trips, not one missed reservation. Just an outstanding job by the young men and women that run this company. All right, jump over, Taylor. Something we looked at, reciprocal boat outings. Our members went on 724 reciprocal boat outings at 179 different locations. And if you're not taking advantage of the reciprocal benefits of this, you're missing out on a just incredible experience. And you'll talk to the members that have gone to these different locations and seen them. I have visited probably 50 or 60 different locations. This April, I'm heading up to Lake Chatouche in Georgia. If you've never been there, it's a fantastic location. Maine, all over Florida. The Florida clubs, just every one of them is a different boating experience to get to see them. But the popular places people like to go to, Fort Lauderdale, Naples, Punta Gorda, Naples and Punta Gorda, and Fort Myers, that's Southwest Florida. But, one that kind of jumped out was Saugatuck over on the west side of Michigan. So we had a lot of members heading over to that area. Okay, jump over, Taylor. Um, 528 visitors from out of state. And again, this is what we talk about, the power of Freedom Boat Club. Can you imagine any other business that brings 528 families and friends you can multiply this by probably 6 or 7. We're bringing these people out to Lake St. Clair, and they're visiting the businesses and restaurants around the lake and getting to experience what we refer to as the Great Lake out of the Great Lake Network. As many people don't understand how beautiful Lake St. Clair is. When they get out to those flats, they're just amazed by what they see. But you see, these people have come from all over the country, Seattle, all over Florida, Virginia, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Dallas, Texas. And it's really neat to see all these people coming to visit us. Okay. Jump over, Taylor. Here's where you guys all come from. Many, we have members that come out, they drive an hour to get to the club because they know when they get there, their brand new boat's going to be sitting there filled up with gas and they get to go out on it. But just give you an idea, and we just want to show you, this is where, where all of our members come from. And it's amazing how many of you have become friends and get to boat into different areas that you get to experience because of the club. All right, Taylor. Take a look at this. For your membership, what you're paying. Think about if you bought a fleet of $3 million of boats, what that would cost, let alone a fleet that would be, in excess of $4 million. That's our cost. Our cost on the boats right now. Last year we spent over $3 million. That was the, our loans in terms of what we took out to buy these boats. The retail cost on those boats over $4 million. Our two most expensive boats, and we saw, we've seen this at multiple boat shows. The Sea Ray 250, $150,000 boat. Cobia 237s are 130. The Crown Lines are right in that same ballpark. Same as the Slide Tunes. Those are up $100,000. Most of our fleet is going to retail between that kind of $75,000 to $100,000. Our base model boats, your Bayliners, which again, great boats, they're $65,000 boats. Retail at, right at the boat show we were just at, you can see them there. But our goal last year was 50 boats. We hit 53. We finished 2022 with 41. Our goal this year, I want to get to 65 boats. I don't know if it's possible, but that's my goal. Now that's going to take a lot of members to get to that number, because that's a lot more expense that we take on. But this is what we're looking at, and that's the goal that I put on our staff's plate. And Jared in terms of selling memberships, and and our team in terms of operating and making sure the boats are operational. But the secret sauce, as Jared likes to say, more members equals more boats. 50%, and this is something that Jared and I talk about quite a bit. 50% of our members are member referrals. We know when members refer somebody, we're doing a good job. Because if the member likes it, Jared doesn't even have to sell it. They just show up and they're ready to sign up. All right, Taylor, switch over. All right, now I'm going to try kind of wrap this up here to get through some things. That's our core team. It's my wife, Wendy. She's not with me right now. She's visiting her dad up in up in the villages in Florida. Jared's our general manager. Taylor's the assistant general manager. Travis runs our social media. Sean, we brought in to cure a problem that we saw as a challenge, is making the finance side of the business smoother in terms of billing and accounting, and we brought that in-house. Adam last year, first year on the job, did an amazing job of keeping it going. Captain Karen is she's our lead training captain. Paul Ornone, he locks the Detroit dock, but he's also the manager of the dock. And then, as I said, we're referring to our dock team this year as Dock Stars, because that's what they are. That's what they've done an entire year. They prove it year in and year out. And I'm going to go through the next one quick so we can open up to question and answers. This gives you just a little history. 1989, the company started. 2012, growing throughout Florida. John Giglio takes over. 2016, we launched as the second location in Michigan. There's now 13. 6 Great Lakes location. There's now over 40. Brunswick acquires us in 2019. We had roughly around 200 locations and 3,000 boats. And look what you have today. 400 locations, 6,000 boats, 600 members. Proud to announce this. Our team this year, we're honored out of 80 different franchise clubs, franchise-owned locations, so it's 80 different club owners. The Lake St. Clair team was honored and presented as the John Giglio President's Award. You can't get a better award than that, and that just is a testament to what our team accomplished. And we've been up on the stage almost yearly. COVID, they didn't, during the COVID year, they didn't have an award ceremony, but we're there every single year, and we want to stay at the top, and we're doing a great job, and that's going to keep going. All right, Taylor. Your answers, we actually went to the president and to the vice president, asked questions. Full day, Monday through Friday, reciprocal reservations should be single reservations. We agree. We've taken this and we've advocated this to both Cecil Cohn and Louis Kemme, and they're having meetings on it. They couldn't give us definitive answers, but it's in the discussions. We're looking to make the reciprocal experience better. One of the things that we've talked about is changing the 10% minimum, especially on weekdays, to make that 20%, to open more boats up during the Monday through Thursday kind of time periods. Also, if it's 2 days out, we're trying to convince them is 2 to 3 days out, we should increase that minimum. So those are things that we're looking on. Always trying to improve the reciprocal experience. And they're all on board of powering clubs to approve the wait list, ensuring all clubs have dock phone and reservation phone numbers on the reservation system. There was a question about having 37-foot sea rays and larger boats. I'm saying not at this time at our club, but you never know what's going to happen in the future. It is something that we are taking a look at, is larger boats and premium memberships, but it's something we will address. Milestones this year: 60,000 memberships, 400 locations, 23 corporate clubs, 18 domestic, 5 international, 80 franchise club owners, fleet of over 6,000 boats and 600,000 trips. Lake St. Clair, we're right there, and we're growing and growing and growing. I'm really proud of everything that we've accomplished. All right, Taylor, go ahead. All right, here it is. Some of you already know about this, but we just opened up and purchased our own marina. That is a game changer for our company, and you'll take a look at it. It's right there on the Clinton River. It's much closer to the mouth, and you will be happy. We are making plans that our staff is going to be filling the boats up at this location, so you don't have to wait at the gas dock any longer. So that's our new location. Make sure you know where it's at. If you have any questions, we'll get that information to you. Another change, go ahead, Taylor. The St. Clair Shores location. We are moving locations in St. Clair Shores. We absolutely loved being at Jefferson Beach Safe Harbor, but we have been presented with an opportunity by the Colony Marine Group, which is also sisters with the Michigan Harbor location right next door. This is right next door to Jefferson Beach. It's right where Ken's Gas Dock and Mike's on the Water is located. But what this is, we are now partnering up with Colony Marine, who is one of the leading boat dealerships in the state of Michigan. Certainly the leaders in selling Sea Rays and Boston Whalers. But what Mr. Beauregard is proposed to us is he has offered us 18 wells over on the left side of this picture, and they're all brand new docks. One of our challenges over at the Jefferson Beach location is the wind really blew hard off of the lake, and it made it difficult for members to dock over on that side. Now this location is a much more protected area, very open fairways, and it's going to be brand new docks for us to operate out of. I'm really excited about this location. We're going to be growing a little bit, but in time you're going to love this place. And I think the improvements that Mr. Beauregard plans on making with us there should be a great situation for everybody. Yes, and that's also true. All 18 wells are in a row, which makes our operation run very smoothly. Okay, Taylor. Fleet update. Adam's not here, but we're getting your boats ready to get in the water. We're currently selling boats. One of the big changes this year, in years past, we already had like 50 boats on order. The market's changed tremendously. If anybody pays attention to the market and boat sales, new boats are still at the higher end of the prices, and our boat costs have increased at least a third since 2020. Now we're seeing a swing that those numbers are starting to come down. Many of the dealerships are carrying excess inventory. The manufacturers have excess inventory, where in years past there was a boat shortage. And we're also seeing a glut of used boats on the market. So the used boat market's going down. So our plan this year is what we're doing is we're buying boats as we sell boats. We're still planning on buying a lot of boats. We're just buying them differently. Okay, Taylor, jump on. In our new boats right now, so far, we've got 3 brand new Godfreys, and the ones that were covered, Taylor, click over. We also took delivery of 2 brand new Bayliner VR6s, and we're expecting and I know a lot of members will be happy about this. We've got a 21-foot Montauk Boston Whaler coming with a 200 horsepower engine on it. So we upgraded the engine on the Whaler. I know a lot of people are going to be happy about that. All right, Taylor, jump over. All right, this is kind of the end. We can't wait to see everybody. And now we're going to open it up to questions. If anybody has any questions, either open your mic or fire away onto the chat.
Glenn Porzenek here. When will the new St. Clair Shores location be ready? Are you transitioning to it, or will it be ready at the beginning?
Our plan is, and we should have covered this, is we will be opening, one of the locations will be open. It's either going to be Harrison Township or St. Clair Shores will be open April 15. We're having a lot of concrete work done at the new marina. There's a lot of construction that's going on over there. So we're hoping to get everything opened up in Harrison by April 15. If that doesn't work, St. Clair Shores will be operational April 15, and all 4 clubs will be opened as of May 1st.
Just a clarification, though.
Yep.
The St. Clair Shores will be the new location. You're not
Yes.
transitioning from Jeff Beach to the new one.
No, yeah, the St. Clair Shores location, it will be at Michigan Harbor.
Okay.
And that's going to be, we will be operating out of there. We signed a 3-year agreement with Michigan Harbor, which is really beneficial for you guys as members. When we can sign long-term agreements with these marinas, it helps us, kind of plan as we continue to grow the club. But they're looking to grow with us and really want to help us grow the club.
Thank you.